Previously on Kingdom Hearts HD.
Whisper runs on happy faces.
Happy?
And now a new episode. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Blinkk. Welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Hearts HD. In the last episode, we met up with Donald and Goofy and we did a whole bunch of different stuff. And in this episode, we are going to start things off before we leave in the gummy ship by activating this Trinity mark. That teleported us up here to this little ledge up here where there is a chest containing another postcard. Very nice. So that is kind of the nature of Trinity marks. Trinity marks unlock special areas. They'll do special things for us, things like that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and turn in this postcard really quick. Sent third postcard, got a mega potion. So the rewards you get for each postcard are going to be better and better and better as you go along. So that's kind of nice. But we have basically done everything I would like to do for now in Traverse Town. Traverse Town's kind of a windfall island of sorts. It's a place you're going to be returning to throughout the whole game and doing side quests and a bunch of different things like that. So let's go ahead and continue to the world exit. Freaking holy crap nostalgic music. Da 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 da. The green cursor shows your current position. Select your next destination with the cursor. More stars means stronger heartless in that world. So, okay, so we have battle level 2 stars, battle level 1 star. We're gonna generally want to start with the lowest number of stars. But first things first, let's go to the gummy garage with square button. View the tutorial. Let's go ahead and view the tutorial. Let's build a gummy ship by following a blueprint. To build a gummy ship, select Garage. To fly different ships or rename ships, select Gummy Ship. Now let's take a tour of the Gummy Garage. First, pick a blueprint from the list. The list contains blueprints you've collected and those you can redesign. The blueprints you collect can't be renamed. Make sure you have enough parts. Select a blueprint to enter the garage. In select mode, select the block you want to attach. Without a cockpit and an engine, a ship cannot fly. So we use the directional buttons to change which items we are using. Found the block, and then we can place it. So for example, they're moving it to the back right of the area and down some and things like that. You basically are constructing your own spaceship or gummy ship in a 3D space. So it's really cool. It's a really cool little feature. I really, really love this part of the game, this feature of the game. It's not something I've actually ever used a whole lot. I have tried to at different times. And then right here, you know, he's just telling you you can see all of the different blocks you have, all the different stats of the ship, and different things like that. So just skip it on. The rest is learning, so cool. So that's just the basic tutorial. We basically get to custom build ships throughout the game. Now, the thing here is, in the future, I want to build some cool gummy ships, but I would also love it for you guys to submit your own gummy ships. If you own a copy of the original game, or if you have a copy of Final Mix, or if you own this game I'm playing right here, which is the HD Remix, build your own gummy ships and show them off to me in video responses, and the coolest ones I'll show off in videos. I'll just download the video that you posted off of YouTube and I'll include it as part of this video, and I'll show as part of this series, and I'll show off you guys' ships in the series. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? So the coolest ships that you guys build, I would love to show off in the future, so be sure and leave video responses of that. But for now, let's go ahead and exit the Gummy Garage. We'll deal with more of that stuff later. I think we'll have an entire episode devoted to building cool gummy ships, but for now, we don't even really have any cool parts to use for gummy ships just yet, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Now, over there on the left is Disney Castle. We can never access that area, so don't even worry about it. I wish we could. We don't get to till the second game, though. That's a shame. But let's go ahead and go to this top world right here with a battle level of 1. With normal drive, and we'll get into that in a little bit as well. We travel to different worlds on the gummy ship. The heartless ships often give us a hard time. Always be on the lookout during flight. Your journey will be documented until you reach your destination. Seek out the missions each world has to offer. Control the gummy ship with the left stick. Tilt it up to descend and tilt down to ascend. The blue gauge shows the power level. It's over 9,000. So this is just showing different scores that we have right here. Now we shoot with the circle button and we're dodging obstacles as we fly. It's kind of a cool little feature. This is one of a lot of people's mixed opinions about this game. Some people love the gummy ship feature. Other people really don't. All these little collectibles we're getting right here are gummy ship collectibles. So one of the primary ways you're going to be able to build new gummy ships and get parts for doing so is going to be by just obtaining different parts in the levels themselves. So that's kind of a cool little thing. It's the better you fly, the better you can make your ships. The better you can make your ships, the better you can fly, and it kind of goes in a big loop like that. So it's kind of cool. So let's get rid of these guys. Oh gosh. Now these ships will be shooting at us and crashing into us and all kinds of nonsense like that. We do not want to die on the way because that's not good to die. So we're going to try and avoid that. It definitely gets easier as the game goes on. Even though the levels are going to get harder, we're going to have to dodge more stuff and more quickly at that. We're going to have less damage taken and we're going to be doing more damage ourselves. So that does help quite a little bit. Let's see here. I have to say just really quickly, I love this game. I've loved this game for a long time now, and I have a certain person to thank for that, namely a Mr. Grand Pyromania for getting me into Kingdom Hearts. Ironically, I got into Kingdom Hearts through his Let's Play rather than through the recommendations of one of my best friends named Zach. But over here we have the world. But I love this game. I love the nostalgia. It's so nostalgic to play through this game like this, and I'm really loving it. But there are high scores that are set by doing the gummy ships and things like that. But first off, right here, we have Wonderland. So let's go ahead and get started. Disembark.
Oh, my fur whiskers! I'm late! Oh dear! I'm here! I should be there! Oh, I'm late! Oh, the Queen! She'll have my head for sure!
Welcome to Wonderland, everybody. Oh man, so many memories in this place. Now, Wonderland is interesting, and before we actually get started in this world, I want to bring up something really quickly, and the music is actually what I want to bring up. A lot of these worlds, not literally all of them, but pretty much 90% of the worlds, 99% of the worlds we're going to be going to are going to be Disney worlds. And the thing about these Disney worlds is, unfortunately, the original music is not used. So there's not any actual Alice in Wonderland tunes or tunes from the other Disney world that we're going to be listening to while we're playing through these areas. That's something that they started getting better, I guess, in Kingdom Hearts 2. However, there are little moments of songs, of Disney songs, in these worlds, especially one in particular that we're going to get into later. But I just wanted to go ahead and mention that really quickly. And yeah, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started here in Wonderland. So, okay, there's the rabbit hole, and then right here...
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
That talks!
Must you be so loud? You woke me up.
Good morning.
Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
So we're going to use the bottle to shrink, just like in Alice in Wonderland. Down we go. And this is kind of how we're going to be doing most of the stuff here in Wonderland, is we're going to be small for most of it. This is also how we're going to be encountering Heartless and stuff. I think Heartless will start spawning. Yep, they do. And we have a new enemy as well. I think that's called a Red Rhapsody. They're magic-based enemies that shoot fire magic at you. They're kind of annoying. Oh gosh. But they are the first magic adversary of the game, so I thought I'd mention that. And by the way, I know I didn't mention them by name, but the enemies with the helmets, the Heartless with the helmets, are called soldiers. So we have Shadows, Soldiers, and Red Rhapsodies so far, and the bosses we've fought have been Darkside and the Guard Armor. I'm going to do my best to fill you guys in with the names, just to kind of give them a little more character, because a lot of the names in this game have a lot of character to them. They have a lot of personality, you know, and the Red Rhapsodies have counterparts of other colors and types of magic with other names, and I'll be trying to mention those as we go. And that leads me to another topic. That leads me to another kind of tutorial little topic, which is Jiminy's Journal. So let's look at Jiminy's Journal. Jiminy's Journal. Okay, what would you like to read? Chronicles, characters, or Trinity list? Let's look at the Trinity list. We found these Trinities. Trinity Jump, 1 out of 17. There's a bunch of different types of Trinities, and there are certain numbers of them all throughout all the worlds. This is pretty much just to show us that we have done all the Trinities. So if we're wondering if there's more left, we can just see, oh, there's 16 blue ones left, so I gotta look for blue ones. Characters. This is just going to be a list of all these different characters. If you want to read through it all, you can. I'm not going to be reading the character files very much, just because, I mean, yeah, they are interesting, but they're not dramatically useful. One cool thing I will show off is a lot of these characters, the Disney characters at least, and the Final Fantasy characters, I believe, will show off. For example, Chippendale's first appearance was in Private Pluto in 1943. So a lot of these characters are going to be shown off like that, as well as... Okay, Final Fantasy VIII. So the Final Fantasy characters will show you which games they come from. And if you want to get rid of the new flashing on your screen, you kind of have to... Selfie, I knew it. I knew it was Selfie, not Sophie. I'm glad I got that right. Awesome. Okay, so as you guys can see, many Final Fantasies, yeah. Moogles have been in many Final Fantasies. But what I really wanted to show off right here is the Heartless. Oh, it's Red Nocturne? I thought it was Red Rhapsody. Okay, Red Nocturne. Red Rhapsody's more catchy, but whatever. So Shadows, Heartless that emerge from various places. They sneak up to their enemies and strike them with sharp claws. They're extremely tenacious, often chasing their prey to the end. And we've killed 119 of them. That's kind of a cool little feature. It shows you how many you've killed. Heartless that emerge from various places, brisk in their movements, rushed into their opponents. However, they're not that tenacious. They often appear in numbers, though they lack teamwork. We've killed 42. And Red Nocturnes, spell-casting Heartless. While hovering about, they attack by casting fire. Having low HP, they keep their distance from their opponents, making them difficult to attack. They absorb fire attacks, and we've killed 7 of them. And I don't believe we have fought any others except for Darkside, enormous Heartless that appeared at Destiny Islands with Shadows. It led the Shadows in the battle against Sora when he first received the Keyblade. Although Sora defeated it, the island was swallowed by the darkness. And the Guard Armor. Leader of the Heartless in Traverse Town, it falls apart when it receives damage, but each part attacks individually. Sora meets Donald and Goofy for the first time just before fighting this Heartless. And I think that's all that there is. And there is another list of characters. You know, for example, a doorknob, a talking doorknob in the door to Wonderland. To enter, you must turn him, and one good turn deserves another, as you would say. Doorknob was the only character in Alice in Wonderland who didn't first appear in the original story. Kind of a cool little tidbit of trivia. And then we have the Chronicles. This is going to be a sort of a journal, proper journal, of the story so far. So if it's been a while since you've played, or if you're kind of interested in reading a different take on your adventures so far, you can just check that out, and that'll be a pretty good way to do that. Well, unfortunately, we really can't do much about, the doorknob being asleep, so what we're going to need to do is do stuff while we're large. So we can push this bed out of the way, and that'll let us go through this doorway. Anything else I could do? Not quite sure. There's some stuff that I am thinking of that I don't know if I can actually do just now. Let's see here. I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and shrink back down again. And then we're just going to run on through this open doorway that we created. Right over here. To the Queen's Castle.
Court is now in session.
I'm on trial? But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
Blah, blah, blah.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling?
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there!
Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Bring me evidence of Alice's innocence. Fail and it's off with all of your heads. Gather as much or as little evidence as you please. Report back here once you're ready. So we're on... Oh, the battery for controller 1 is low. Connect the controller using a USB cable and recharge the battery. That's a very important part of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, the battery being low, that's part of Kingdom Hearts lore, and it's one of those just super nostalgic things for me and for everybody who's played the game, I'm sure. Something kind of goofy about Wonderland is it's like everything is a cardboard box. Everything's like a painted diorama, like the sky is corners and stuff. It's kind of crazy looking, actually. Don't worry, that's not the case in all the worlds. That's not how all the worlds are. It's just Wonderland. Wonderland's kind of unique in that way. So let's go over to the Lotus Forest. Who are you? Who indeed? Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing. Hey, if you know who the culprit is, tell us. The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. The answer, the culprit, the cat, all lie in darkness. Wait! They've already left the forest. I won't tell which exit. There are 4 pieces of evidence in all. 3 are a cinch to find, the 4th is tricky. Big reward if you find them all. Should we trust him? To trust or not to trust? I trust you'll decide. Now, I could be remembering wrong, but I think that you are not necessarily required to collect all the pieces of evidence. I don't think you're necessarily required to. I think you can collect 1 to 4. Like the Queen said, collect as much or as little as we please. So if we collect all 4, I do think we get a little bonus. I don't remember off the top of my head what that is, though, but we will be looking for all 4 pieces of evidence. But we have done a lot in this episode. In this episode, we have gotten here to Wonderland. We talked about the gummy ship. We talked about the journal. We did a lot of different stuff, and I think it's time we go ahead and call it a day. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. In the next episode of Kingdom Hearts, we are going to be continuing here in Wonderland and knocking out some more stuff here. So, until next time, thank you so much for watching. This is Blinkk and You Miss It signing out. Keep your spirits up and your HP high.